Well, for everybody who's following us on the socials, they know we've made a lot of progress. But here on YouTube, not so much yet. Well, welcome back. Let's start first with the long-awaited, long time ago engineered brake adapters. Let's go get those finished. Some welding, some grinding, some drilling, and everything finished. Get the big brakes on the rear axle and they can go quick off for galvanizing. Okay, let's get another milestone in the project done. Rear axle. That is another point that is making this beautiful again. And that can mean only one thing. We are off to the next. We're going to show you first putting in the engine and putting in all the other stuff from where we ended up later on filming. But we did a lot of work before the Cars and Barbecue, so now it's time to show you how far we are with some cool B-roll clips and some explanation on what we're going to do next. Well, now you know how far we are, but we are far away from finishing it yet, because all the big parts putting in, that's the easy part, and now we're off to the details, putting all the air lines, the power steering lines, the air conditioning lines, and all the small details and bits that we need to do yet. Of course, there are a lot of small bolts and nuts missing still, or we're figuring out, oh, that's now not nice enough, so they're back to zinc plating. And then a lot of more details will be added later on as we go. Some parts still need to be painted, some parts need to be redressed, which we're not completely happy about. But, well, yes, let me know all in the comments, how do you think it's going? And what do you want to see next on this build? Because we're off for some more. So, okay, it's been a while since I've been on this. Not sure why, but I thought we discussed with the airco builder to do more than what I've got right now. I've got only couplings and hoses. So let's put those in, reroute them, and then we can clamp them and make them for real. So this should be all that we need, and well, let me show you a little bit on the power steering. So that's all hidden later on behind the radiators, fluid reservoir, and then they go off. Well, you can almost not see them, but the latest part is visible. And around about the same idea for the aircon lines. They go all down, up, outwards, then back to the heater box. So let's do this. Now, let's start with all these couplings and then see where they go and work our way forwards again on what I came up with before. Okay, it's a little puzzle, but this is about what it's going to be. Then it's going up, then going straight that way. But we need some more tools and some new couplings, but we're getting there. Well, of course, welcome to the wonders of the tuning world. We already got an exhaust, and they told us it was for a Mk3 R32 Golf Mark IV. No. So check this. These are never going to fit that. So in the search, I've got another engine in the shop. That's from a Mark V. So check this. These angles are way more looking that they will fit. So first up, get one off, fit that on the Mark III and see if the angles are better to get the exhaust done. Okay, so a lot have been done, but no progress at all. Why? Well, couplings, nuts, bolts, brackets, crazy stuff that you need in a build like this are all ordered. So we can go on with all the details to hide all the lines and all the electricals in the engine bay and underneath. So next up is a start with, well, lately I'm a lot in the spaghetti games, so another spaghetti game to make a start on the wiring loom of the engine bay. Of course, making from two wiring looms, one because we're going from R32 Mark IV to Mark III Golf, and we're going to hide all the lines in the engine bay. So let's go on. Okay, so that's computer into place. The first pieces of the tape are off of both of the looms to the computer point to see on which part we can lengthen it the best way, because I want to leave as much stuff as possible. As you see here, these are all original connections, so hopefully I can lengthen it on that point, trying to make it as easy and less risky as possible. So now off to see the final flow where it can go, and you don't see a lot of it, and then we will go all the way around. I think the other way is shorter, but the point is all the airco and all the other lines are there, so I don't think there's a lot of room anymore, so it's going to be a little bit longer than I would like, but that's the way with a clean engine bay building. Okay, so these are clips just to help me route the wiring, so I can put tie wraps in between, I can make separate lines which we can hang on later nicely at the same spot. Well, that is the first part of the wiring loom from Mark IV R32 to the dashboard or fuse box of the Mark III. All new plugs or all replugged, rewired, and then went over to the original socket on the Mark IV. So now on to the rest. Now to the first computer wires. Almost another piece of the wiring loom done. So this piece can go to the computer all the way behind the bulkhead and the rain tray. The other one from the dashboard is prepared, so we're off to the next part. Let's get this all connected to the dashboard and immediately in the right lengths for the cleaned engine bay as well. Okay, so what am I doing right now? It's a little bit complicated. Two things in once. Of course, we want a clean engine bay, so all the wires need to be hidden and go around the outside. On the other hand, we moved the computer to there, so I'm bringing all the wires to there, and we're going to repin from the Mark IV wiring to the Mark III wiring, and it needs to be lengthened. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to route the cables and from where we need to start lengthening the cables. And the connectors from the Mark IV are over here right now. Here is the prepared piece, and these are the connectors that go in at the back of the fuse box. And a lot of those, there will be more, will be at this length that they can go to the dashboard, to the fuse box. So now I know this is the length that I will end up at this junction, and then I can try to make the same length all the way to there, get it out again, make those lengths onto this point, and then work for our way further. And I'm not alone anymore. Nancy is helping me a couple of days in the shop. I have prepared all the schematics, wrote everything down, figured everything out on the schematics. And now we're finalizing the wires that's coming from inside the car, like the gas pedal, cruise control, MFA, air conditioning, and we're lengthening the wires, putting them all in the correct spaces. So hopefully this will start soon as well. So this is the final plug that needs to be done for the gas pedal. We check the length from the inside, then it's going outside from there, and it will go up to the ECU. And now we've got the right length, so we can make them all connected to that line on the right length. And we've got another one done for this cleaned engine bay. And well, it's getting more and more. These are all temporarily, so as you can see, we can put the lines on, so we can tie wrap them down for a bit so we know the correct lengths, and we can make all these nice connections that it will all connect. So when you take the engine out, we can just unplug everything like original. And as if there are not enough wires already going over here, we've got the climatronic system that we need to, well, figure out somewhere as well. I always was thinking about doing it under the rain tray, but with these sockets it's just too high. So now I'm thinking maybe in front, and then make a protective plate that it won't get wet, and then lengthen them all with the rest. I think that's the fastest and easiest solution. Well, this is getting close. I got loads of new wiring looms already done. Some final engine bay wiring looms to go. I think 3 or 4 looms that I need to lengthen and connect, and then it's only the headlights and the front, and then the whole wiring loom should be done as well. And that's including cruise control, air conditioning, and all the tiny bits that we want to have working on the engine. 2 sensors that we need to adjust, and then I think I will be there. So it's getting close to a first start as well, this one. So probably the next episode on the Mk3, we are going to start this one as well. So keep watching my channel when the new Mk3 episode will be online. This one took a long while because, well, we only work 1 day a week, and I tried to film some stuff, but with rebuilding and getting everything together, it's a little bit hard to film cool stuff, and with only 1 day, sometimes I forget to film. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Go watch the previous stuff or where it all started on the Mk3. Like and subscribe to the channel, and see you all in the next episode.